You're listening to The Chris Carlisle Show, hosted by me, Chris Carlisle. Hey, it's Chris. This week I'll tell you about some memories I have of Thanksgiving past, like driving home when it was sleeting and the roads were icy. But first, we'll look at the news. The Rosebud Chamber of Commerce announced that the Christmas parade will be on Thursday, December 8th at 6 p.m. It will start lining up at 5:30 p.m. The Chamber also announced there's going to be a Christmas house decorating contest for December 17th at 6:30 p.m., with the nominations ending at 5 p.m. on December 16th. The Rosebud Senior Center said it won't be delivering meals on Thursday and Friday because of the holiday. Shelf-stable meals will be delivered Wednesday. The center will be open Friday, November 25th for games and the month's birthday celebrations. Okay, next, memories of Thanksgiving past. Okay, before Thanksgiving, me and my sister would watch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving on CBS, where it ran from 1973 to 1981, and then again from 1984 to 1987, and finally in 1989. Then, after being off for a while, it ran on ABC from 2001 to 2019, and on PBS from 2020 to last year. It's going to be streaming on Apple TV this year. Next, I'll tell you about watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. On Thanksgiving morning, we would watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Now, the parade was first held in 1924, and NBC has broadcasted it ever since, first on radio and now on television. Hosts have included Ed McMahon, Warren Green, Betty White, Karen Grassley, David Hartman, Brian Gumbel, Willard Scott, Mary Hart, Sandy Duncan, Deborah Norville, Katie Couric, Matt Lauer, Meredith Vieira, Ann Curry, Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, and Al Roker. Characters depicted on balloons have included Felix the Cat, Gulliver, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Pinocchio, Uncle Sam, the Tin Man, Santa Claus, Howdy Doody, Mighty Mouse, Popeye, Bullwinkle, Underdog, Superman, Snoopy, Olive Oil, Yogi Bear, Garfield, Raggedy Ann, Betty Boop, Humpty Dumpty, Sweet Pea, Ronald McDonald, Spider-Man, and a whole lot more. The Radio City Music Hall Rockettes have performed the parade since 1957, and the parade always ends with the arrival of Santa Claus. In 1976, as we drove from Rosebud to Houston, it started sleeting and the roads were icy. I had gotten a Star Trek communicator toy for my birthday when I turned 7 a month earlier, and I brought it with me. It's a good thing I did, and my mom tried to reach the truckers on it. She managed to get through to one, and she asked him how the roads were, and the driver said, "It's slick." It got a little better between Brenham and Houston, and I think we got home that evening. I first watched football on Thanksgiving in 1979 when I watched the Houston Oilers beat the Dallas Cowboys 30-24 at Texas Stadium. The Dallas Cowboys have been playing Thanksgiving since 1966 when they beat the Cleveland Browns 26-14 at the Cotton Bowl. Before the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving, the Detroit Lions play. They first played on Thanksgiving in 1934, where they hosted and lost to the Chicago Bears 19-16 at Tiger Stadium. So I think it was. The All-American Football Conference also played on Thanksgiving in the 40s and 50s, as did the American Football League in the 60s. They also play college football on Thanksgiving. Now, Texas and Texas A&M used to play on Thanksgiving sometimes. And in 1994, someone installed Baylor play Texas in Waco on Thanksgiving morning. One year, the turkey caught fire, but we managed to get it put out. At least it didn't explode like in that story of the Christmas turkey from the Chicken Soup for the Soul book. I also watched wrestling from the Dallas World Class territory that was taped on Thanksgiving at Reunion Arena in Dallas from 1985 to 1987. Well, they actually started in 1983, but I watched it from 85 to 87. The National Wrestling Alliance and Jim Crockett Promotions put on the Starrcade Thanksgiving show from 1983 to 1987 on Thanksgiving, and World Wrestling Entertainment had its Survivor Series on Thanksgiving from 1987 to 1990. Notable angles include Ric Flair winning his second of 16 world titles when he beat Harley Race in a steel cage match at the first Starrcade, and The Undertaker debuted at the 1990s Survivor Series. So that's all for this week. The next show is going to be in 2 weeks. I'd like to thank you for listening, and I hope you have happy Thanksgiving. Until then, goodbye. Hi, I'm Chris, and thank you for listening to my podcast, The Chris Carlisle Show. The Chris Carlisle Show is available on Spreaker. Please leave a like and a review, and also a follow. It's also available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Podchaser, and Podcast Addict. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.